I
So
was I,
Kitty,
ho- I was hoping to be here for the catfishing and the ghosting though. Pero sige,
Oh,
okay lang.
before we start, have you had experience ba? I mean, you mentioned a while ago that you married young. Did you have any sketchy dating experiences prior to your marriage?
Sketchy.
Yeah.
Should I call it sketchy? But no hindi iba noon eh. It
Mm.
wasn't sketchy, but how should I say this? I was a very, as in typical, clingy, sobra akong pa-girl.
um, Kitty, you are an amazing designer, interior designer, as well as I just think your aesthetic is so
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Yeah, I was stalking your social media
Yeah.
Shucks, thank
today.
you.
Very impressed.
Anyway.
Yeah. So let's start with our 30 questions with thriving women. So
Okay.
let's start with the first one, Kitty. How did you start your career as an interior designer?
I'm actually an interior stylist. So I'm very careful
Oh,
about
okay.
that kasi I went I actually studied, I enrolled in LaSalle for my minor subjects to get a degree in Philippine School of Interior Design. But then with a year left in college, I quit. I quit. I
Okay.
quit design school
This is
to
a
work.
common theme with brilliant people, by the way. I've been,
Yeah.
di ba?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I was going through something at that time. My mom passed away.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh, yeah, so sorry. Sad story aside, ganun ako eh. Parang I wanted to change my environment when something like that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't get licensed, but designing is my passion. Wherever I'm thrown at, I had to have art in my life.
So, Kitty, since you're an interior stylist, and again, I was stalking you a while ago and your work is great. Okay, when Bea and I take our chat show to the next level, like TV set level, what vibe do you think we should have?
I'm actually looking at your backgrounds now.
I know. It's probably giving you a headache because
It's a
I'm
little bit
squatting
clean.
here.
Your show is called Thirsty and 30. I would set you both up. Kahit ngayon, not even at like, why wait for another level? Do it now. Set
Uh,
your own homes up na parang you're in a bar. Di ba? With neon lights, whatever. May bar cart. Ganyan. You know,
Mm.
my recent post was a bar cart makeover.
I
Ganyan.
saw.
I
Do
remember in
it.
Kina's wedding, there was a light that said sa wakas. So, Shai,
Tawa
we
ka.
could have that because
I
this show is
know.
about finding the end
No, and
partner.
dapat, Bea, dapat naka-off yung sa wakas. And then kapag finally may nahanap na tayo, doon na siya mag-on.
Ang
Bam!
cute.
This is it.
Na had, di ba, poor decisions. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's really good. Okay, okay.
Uh-uh.
I love it.
I
Genuine.
can imagine it na na-excite ako.
Dali do it. I'll help you guys.
What was the most pivotal moment in your career?
For some reason, my pivotal moments are not because of the actual work that I do. It's because I thrive when I go through crisis. Pag may bad na nangyayari, I turn to something for healing. It was only at that time when my mom passed that I quit art school or design school. But then, yung mga sumunod na, should I enumerate? Again, ayoko kayong masad. But um, my dad also passed away. And guys, my parents are my best friends in the whole wide world. Talagang, we're super close. They had me at a young age also. Tapos, yun, when my dad passed, I took up photography. Yun, parang may something, how do I say this? I thrive when there's crisis talaga. Another was, I had a miscarriage. Yun, I started another business after that. Basta, it comes from something. Parang ganun lagi nangyayari.
You know,
By making.
connecting to what you said, like I said a while ago, I was looking through your Instagram feed and it's beautiful work that I see. But there was one photo that stood out to me. It was both like it was sad, but somehow it was also like hopeful. It was a hospital bed,
Yeah.
right? And then it
Yes.
was styled to look, not dreary, or I don't know the word, but tell me about that photo.
Kasi, okay, both my parents have passed. I live with my uncle. My uncle has no family. I mean, he's also single. So parang he became my dad. He stood as my dad. He's my uncle dad. He
Mm-hmm.
is fighting cancer right now. Um, yun. So we've been in and out of the hospital actually the past year because, 'di ba, parang life stuff as it is. We just need to find ways to make it enjoyable, and it takes a lot from you, that the tough times, pero when you try talaga to rise above it, um also it's not hard. I mean it's also hard, but then kaya.
Yeah, because that's what I got from that photo. It was melancholy, but somehow uplifting in a way that I felt like you used your craft to better a situation.
Because
Is that
that's how
something
we
you
are. Like how that's how my parents were, that's how my uncle is. And sino ko para magpakasad, 'di ba? Ikaw siya nga sobrang positive. They
did?
inspire me. Yun. One of the reasons why I took interior design was because I wanted to do visual merchandising. Gusto ko mag-window display.
Yeah.
And it was because of Ginger Snaps.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
they do have super cute window displays.
Yeah.
'Di
Yeah.
ba? And I recently just I've been doing window displays the past year for
Mm.
Ginger Snaps. Kinda naiyak ako. But I
Oh
didn't,
yeah.
that's like how many years down the road. You just really have
Yeah.
to work hard at it. It doesn't have to be related to your dreams, but it's going to take you there eventually.
Have a
Also, work
drink once in a
smart
while.
and have a drink and don't take life so seriously. My gosh. Okay lang yan. Yun
It's
lang.
crazy that that's coming from you that has been through so much, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah, siguro, I've been through so much that ayoko nang pabigatin pa. Yun lang.
yeah.
See, that's a nice
Yeah.
outlook.
Oo.
Yeah. So
I
would your advice be the same for women in their 30s who feel like their career or their personal life is not like what they planned out to be? Like what advice would you give?
You know what? You'll never be 100% certain about where you want to be at. To be
Mm.
honest, ako hindi pa ako kontento. I want more out of life. I feel like I haven't done enough. I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. May ganun ako. And I still cry a lot. Marami akong drama. Hindi mawawala yun. But it shouldn't
Yeah.
stop you, from just moving forward. Just do what you do, even if you don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to teach my kids because of social media, because of everything that they're exposed to at an early age. Parang andali for you to compare na bakit ako ganito, bakit siya ganun na, hindi eh. That's what I want to tell people. I have a beautiful feed. Yes. I because parang it's part of my job. But
Mm.
let's not forget, these are just sobrang fractions of moments, and beyond those squares, ang laki-laki pa nung life.
Mm-mm.
There's so
Yeah.
much going on beyond the four corners of Instagram.
That's
Yun.
so powerful. I just love that because everyone somehow lives in social media right now and it's taking a toll on people.
Totoo. Especially
I
now.
have a
Yeah.
question on design or styling. Like, you use that for your feed, it's your work, yet how do you really design or create a good life or environment, especially during this time?
You can create it, literally. To be honest, that's what I do. My feed, yes, it's kind of work, but it's also more personal. I didn't style this way before. When I look at my past work, actually, when I go through my feed below, tamad na tamad lang ako. I want to delete everything. There are days, ayoko na yung Instagram ko, ang pangit. May ganun ako. I am my own worst critic. There are
Oh, okay.
people who plan ahead, di ba, for their lives. Hindi
Yeah,
ako,
yeah.
sobrang I live by the moment. Kung ano yung gusto kong maganda ngayon, papagandahin ko. I'll do it. I'll just do it. Like, what I show in my feed, I wanna be as real as possible. I show my house. Oh, sige, syempre pipicturean ko yung maganda. Ba't ko pipicturean yung pangit? Why will I show that? Pero I will tell you that, well, you can turn something that seems nothing into something really beautiful all the time. Designing a good life basically is not just an Instagrammable life, something that I'd want to wake up to. Yeah. What would make you want to look forward to wake up
This is
to
what I
every
needed to hear today, I have to say. Para kang God
Yeah.
sent like Okay, I know you don't have any regrets, which is a great thing. With mistakes naman and failures, would there be one that you're open to sharing that you really learned from?
I don't look at them kasi as failures. But yeah, I failed many, many, many times. Um, siguro that part when I quit school,
Mm,
I
okay.
do want to be licensed. I tried. I attempted when I was working already to go back to school to
Yeah.
finish the last part. It was hard. Mahirap na with the schedule, with work, with children, or it could be just my excuse. But then it was hard.
Yeah.
Pero it led me to things that I had to go through then to be where I am now. So, yun, no regrets.
About your habits or like your schedule, what is
Mm,
the one thing you do first when you wake up? Or unless you're a night owl, then we can talk about the night.
I am a night owl.
Oh, okay. What do you do at night then?
I work. Pero
Mm,
kasi
okay.
ang dami kong side things I do. So, kung ano-ano, I'd open Netflix, I watch BTS,
I
kung
know
ano,
you're obsessed. I love
I'm an
Korean.
army. Oo.
Oh, BTS. Shout out to
Wait,
my friend Marielle, a fellow BTS.
grabe, grabe, I am the last person who will be into K-pop. Pero hindi beyond K-pop, guys.
You know, I was
Oh,
asking my friend, nga, like, what was it? What made you like BTS so much? She was like, you don't, it just happens to you. You don't
It's
even expect it. It
exactly,
just happens.
no,
why? Tell me, please. I want to understand.
lulong
Totoo
na.
pala yun. It just happens nga.
There's a magic or
But, okay,
hypnotic effect.
hindi naman, kinda. And then when you start reading about them, what they went through, amazing. We will
Okay.
learn a thing or two from them. Hindi kasi sila overnight success. Hindi sila nag-viral in social media and became successful. They worked hard, they almost disbanded, they almost quit, but they pushed through. They carried on. Yun talaga eh. Yun talaga, guys.
Perseverance.
Parang
Matira matibay.
matibay. Parang ngayon. Ito
Yeah.
talaga.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Last dance
This is a
that.
test. This is
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of matira matibay, other than that, what is the best advice that you've ever received?
It's from my dad. Sabi niya, kasi he didn't want me to get married eh. At that time when I was about to get married. Bakit ang bata mo pa? Ayaw niya talaga. Sabi niya, ganito anak. Sabi niya, pag mag-aasawa ka, make sure na bago ka mag-asawa, your status in life, yung kaya mo nang pakainin asawa mo at mga anak mo. Then,
oh, yeah.
hindi
That
yung
is
ikaw,
perfect.
hindi ka aasa sa asawa mo. I guess what he meant was, talagang you just be well rooted in yourself.
What year was your father born? That's not common advice for.
Yeah.
1959.
Yeah, see, that's not common advice from people of their generation. That's good.
Wala, 58. Yeah, he's a
Mm.
rock star. Long hair, daddy ko. He had
Mm.
Cool guy.
Kaya
at
pala.
the end of the day, right? But the best
Oo.
habit I trained myself to do, yun nga, the lifestyle that I formed during the pandemic kasi walang choice eh. What will you do? You're locked down. So I think that's one of the best things that the pandemic has done to many people. Form good habits, hopefully, and also brought about my uncle's situation. I got into it. It turned into a business na naman. I didn't, you know that, Bea,
Yes, I was talking to Sherry about it. That your taho chia pudding is
yay!
delicious.
It's
I
not
just
even, yeah, it's an accidental business. Gets
yeah.
na, kasi nga, you just wanna make the thing that hurts the most, wala, make it enjoyable anyway.
How about luck? Do you believe in luck?
I do. I do. Feeling ko may konting luck na kasama din to lahat somehow. But luck, not supernatural luck. I equate it to siguro my angels.
Yeah.
How do you overcome roadblocks?
You go through it. You can't. Just daanan mo siya. Hindi mo siya maiiwasan. Head on. Overcome it. Head on. Daanan mo, umiyak ka, sumuka ka. I don't know. Just come out,
Just experience it.
come out of it.
Basically. Yeah.
I guess
You'll
because
just-
when people imagine the roadblocks, they just get scared to actually start driving the car because they're like,
Mismo.
oh my god.
Ano, friend, my friends ask me, don't you get scared? May business ka na naman na bago. Ganyan. Hindi, ba't ako matatakot? Eh, di ko mag-fail. Di nag-fail. Di tigilan. Right. Then stop.
Yeah.
Got
I want to talk a little bit about your tito. Like, is there, in the experience that he's had, what are some of the things that you really admire about him besides his, his spirit? Is there like other things that are like, wow, like,
He's the one, he's siguro in our family, he's the artist. Latak na yung sa akin, to be honest.
oh,
This house, I live in
yeah.
an ancestral house in Santa Ana, Manila. So, luma na to. It's an old house. He's the one who keeps renovating it before. So, parang ako yung sinasabi nilang naging siya. He's the ultimate plantito also. Very practical. Hindi yan gagastos ng mahal. He doesn't believe in spending a lot to have a beautiful home or a beautiful space. Bakit ka gagastos? It's a matter of putting things together nicely. Yun, I think it's his practicality and his creativity at the same time. Galing na galing ako. Parang, to be honest, ano ba to? Joke ba to? But you know what? If you look at him, he seems fine. Parang wala. It's like, para talaga siyang he's being spared from pain. He's such a man of faith that ikaw kahit na gusto mong malungkot, hindi mo magagawa because you'll see him standing strong. Today, nagdapitan kami, guys. Grabe, ang kulit niya rin. But then, bibigay mo eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like a resilient man.
Ay, nako. The definition of.
Yes, when you have someone like that going through that, you experience a lot of, acts of service, love. To you, like, I'm sure you've seen a lot of things through the past months. I think I saw Chef JP was cooking for you guys. Was that just
Wow. No, that was so
Yeah.
random. Nagulat ako.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that. Kasi talagang naiyak ako that night. That was, I'm not used to people doing grand things for me. Hindi talaga. I'm not. I'm used to, usually ako yun eh. Pero to have someone do that for me, tas walang kapalit. Kasi sa akala ko talaga mag-iihaw-ihaw lang kami sa labas. Okay, game. Maybe we can, collaborate or something or whatever. So yun, that happened. He took over my kitchen. Grabe, ang dami niyang dala. And he was plating for my tito. It meant the world to me that night. Ang dami kong realizations. Ang dami kong light bulb moment after nun.
Like, this is one of my favorite questions. What is love to you? Like, given all your experiences, like everything you've gone through, like, what do you think it means? A scam?
Loko lang. It's about romantic love or
Oh my
love in
gosh.
general. Because
Sometimes.
Love in general.
is something like that. It's an act of service na walang kapalit. You give and you don't expect anything back. You just love. Pero yung romantic love, gano'n Kailangan may makuha ka.
Ano ba yung romantic love?
How about romantic
Sige, what's
love?
your
Yun yung gusto ni
definition?
Bea. What's your definition of romantic
Hindi ba
love?
dapat walang exchange?
Hindi, romantic love should be lustful.
I
like that.
Hindi nga, it should be mad and passionate. It should be like that until you're old.
It's so cute.
Meaning, it is possible to have that kind of love that you're into each other for a long, long time till death do you part.
Cheers to that, guys. Um,
Cheers na lang tayo dyan.
I
so,
do.
what
I
book or
love.
movie has changed you?
Mm.
This one's hard. What about you guys?
Hirap.
Or
A book,
uh,
a book that has changed me. I read The Little Prince every year because I feel like as I get older,
it,
my perspective it changes. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I'd say The Little Prince.
Mm,
I
mine
like.
was
Yeah, go ahead.
the beach, Leonardo DiCaprio's
Ah,
film. The book
Oh,
itself like made me. I mean, I'm still in that kind of situation of going crazy because the he goes crazy there. I mean, I'm not crazy, but sometimes you feel like your head is like so much big, like your thoughts are so much bigger than your body. Yeah.
me unintentionally. Okay, book first. I like the book Big Magic. Ay, tama ba? Big Magic. Elizabeth Gilbert.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Okay. I haven't
it's
read
about
it, but I heard it's good.
ideas. If you have these ideas, whether it's big or small or simple, if you don't act on them, they're gonna go to someone else. Parang ginawa niyang tangible little bilog-bilog the ideas.
Yeah.
They're up in the air, waiting for someone to catch them. Movie, ayun na nga, unintentionally, Eat, Pray, Love.
oh yeah, that's a good.
Yes. Why didn't I say that too?
Oh, okay. So if you could have lunch with one person, dead or alive, who would it be? Kung hindi si Javier Bardem.
Kim Taeyong, BTS.
Ah, Mariel's gonna love this answer.
Okay, I like rugged looking guys too. Ay, talagang yung Korean, ayoko yung mas maganda pa sa akin. Pero siya,
You're
dead.
For what in your life are you most grateful?
Wow. A lot. I guess my parents. I will keep going. Alam nyo, in all your questions, I keep going back to them because talagang, I think binuhusan nila ako and me and my sister with so much love. That's why I have this much to give in life.
You said like when Chef JP cooked for you, there were a lot of light bulb moments. Like, what is the single best realization that you've ever had?
We all have something. We're all blessed with something that we're good at, whether we admit it or not. It may be a skill, it may be a trait, it may be a value, and it's not meant for us to keep, it's meant for us to share. It's meant for us to give away. Okay. You go through failures, you go through heartbreaks, it's because you'll meet someone very dear to you who will go through the same thing. And she's going to learn from you.
no, mine is life is short if you don't know how to use it. That's my
That's a good one.
one realization.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What if that's the new currency? Right? What if ganon ang life? What if kindness is the new currency? Yung talagang sincere kindness, yung walang kapalit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People doing something from each other, benefiting from each other, pero walang hidden agenda. Those with hidden agenda mawiweed out.
I love that.
And you saying that made me realize what my best realization is. I think it's great friends are really hard to come by. I feel like I've been very blessed with the friends I have in my life.
Sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Hindi ka kasama doon.
Totoo, because I cling to my friends. So since my
Yeah.
parents died, they've become my family.
What's the one thing you don't really understand about yourself, Kitty?
Why? Kasi may dream ako. Well, I don't know, not a dream, pero sometimes I wish I did only one thing.
What's one thing that you see every day that is very beautiful? Just one thing.
Currently, my plants. Currently.
Your official plantita.
I'm a hindi talaga, it takes commitment. Yun. It's, sabi ko nga, I've never known a love like this before. Iba siya. They're
Oh, wow.
they have different needs.
Use 3 words to describe your life. 1 for the past, 1 for the present, and 1 for the future.
One word for the past. Intense. Intense. For
Mhm.
the present. I'm grateful. Very
Mhm.
grateful. For the future, it's a one word eh. It's uh
We'll break the rule.
Go.
You can have
Yeah.
more than one
Go.
word.
Mhm.
I can't see the future to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I uncertain.
Mm,
It's uncertain. Very uncertain.
Mm.
yeah.
I am hopeful, but it helps me ngayon it helps me to look back than to look forward.
So that is our last question.
I just sighed the whole way of this. Like,
Kitty, you
I
were
think,
a breath of fresh air, not just for me, especially for Bea. Look at her.
yeah, like everything, like your whole
Literally